ugly. What's up, family? Welcome back to UTL TV. And today, listen, right, we're going to talk about this Cointelpro because a lot of people talk about how come black people can never come together? How come we can't unite? How come we can't build up our communities? How come we can't organize and assemble? And that's because of Cointelpro, man. It's like a curse over our people, man. And it's like, and they target us when we at our most vulnerable state, man. COINTELPRO is how they took down Fred Hampton. COINTELPRO is how they got Malcolm X. COINTELPRO is how they got Marcus Garvey. And the list goes on. And they still use these same tactics today, right? So boom, COINTELPRO is like this, right? And y'all probably seen this shit over and over with the same individuals I just named. Fred Hampton being one of the most popular that we've seen lately, right? With the whole COINTELPRO, they putting plants in there and FBI, all of that, right? And that's why our people cannot unite, because they could take a motherfucker that look just like me. They could take somebody that look just like me, right? Say I done caught a case. Y'all building up a community, the United Rise organization, right? Y'all building up a community, y'all organizing, y'all assembling. It's a lot of good going on. Y'all cleaning up y'all community. Y'all got different clubs for the kid, everything, boom, 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 right? Boom, I catch a case. I say, listen, woo, woo, woo. I make a deal with them, or they come to me. I'm from the area, I'm familiar, woo, woo. Listen, we're gonna need you to go join the United Rise organization. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need you to join that whole little community and get in there and give us information. We're gonna need you to, you know what I'm saying, tamper with shit, fuck up shit, start some drama within it. You know, this is just what they do. And I believe this is what they was doing in LA. I think this LA. I feel like this is what they be doing with the gangs in Chicago. I feel like they be playing, like certain people are going, like certain these hits, bro, it don't be gang members, bro. I don't feel like it just be like gang. I feel like certain these hits be like mercenaries and shit just to keep shit going. But that's just how these COINTEL operations go, bro. There's no limit. And what I want to show y'all today is a person by the name of Darthar Perry, right? And I did a video on this dude a little minute ago, man. But I wanted to go through this again, basically like a part two. And we're gonna go through his whole little interview, man. But we're gonna jump into it, man, because I want y'all to see how detrimental this thing is to our community and how imperative it is for us to have discernment and being able to, you know, feel out people and who to let in and who not to let in, and be able to pick out, you know, the rotten apples, man. You know, because they do the same thing with the celebrities. They do the same thing with the celebrities, bro. That's all COINTELPRO. They place these people within our community to keep us distracted, to keep us on the nonsense, to keep us stuck on that third dimensional vibration, that lower vibration, right? The demiurge. That's what they put in place to do, man. Right? So listen, we're gonna jump into this interview real quick, man. And I ain't gonna run my mouth too much. Y'all see I be talking too much. I ain't gonna run my mouth too much. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Y'all don't be hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button, bro. On BD Goop. No, I'm just playing. I ain't BD. But look, we're gonna jump into this interview. Share this. And make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all be leaving me hanging, man. Darthar Perry, sellout, COINTELPRO. He looked like one of them dirty Moors. Can't be trusted, man. Let's go.
We're active in the infiltration of many cultural groups. Before we go into that step by step, how much research and study did the FBI engage in of Black culture in the late 60s?
A great amount.
Give me an idea.
From the thing is, I can. They have a file on every type of magazine that blacks read. They have a file on the music, dance, theater, actors, comedians.
I was just telling y'all the music is one of the main things with these. They use the music, the actors, dancing, film, everything, bro. Everything is they got their eye on it, man. I was just telling y'all they're doing the same thing with the celebrities. It's all run together, man. It's all a script, a stage. It's all controlled, so they can keep their eye on us and keep us acting and moving in a certain way. Pay attention, man. He about to spill the beans on this shit.
You name it, man.
And they would actually study these different.
Yes. Oh yes, definitely.
What would they do with music?
Um, to understand the people, you have to understand the culture. To infiltrate, you have to understand.
To
You had a lot
infiltrate.
of so-called white liberals that were infiltrating the so-called black groups using the information that they had gathered from the studies of blacks. Um,
You mean just to understand the behavior pattern of our people?
oh yeah, I can. Will Heaton could name out some jams of Miles Davis that I hadn't even heard of. He could name off some books that I hadn't even read pertaining to black culture.
Do you ever see agents actually studying
Oh
the
yes,
music of?
yes, yes, yes.
Damn.
I've seen them going over even video portion of cultural events. The understanding, like when, okay, you have an organization like Leroy Jones Black House. You remember that? Okay, Leroy Jones's place, which was done on the thing of tribalism. That's where I first heard the word Kintu, Mantu, Huntu, Hintu. These words of the African continuum. I learned that from an agent. He ran it down to me.
Damn.
They make in-depth studies of the personalities of the people they're dealing with too, culturally. It always helps it's a thing of you can take their culture and use it against them.
How large would you say an extensive a collection on our culture would you say the FBI has? Would you?
He said they study our culture, man. He said it's black books and songs and shit that agents were singing and reading that he wasn't even up on it. And he said he didn't even know the African continuum, the whole Hantu, Pantu, Mantu, that whole situation. He didn't even know nothing about that. It was an agent that put him on that. They've been watching the cultural festivities, the parties, the gatherings, they study the characters of our people. This is just what they do, man. He said they study our culture in order to infiltrate and destroy our culture. So man, pay attention to this shit, man.
Rated as large as a particular library, like the Schomburg Library in Harlem? Or...
I would rate it better. I would rate it better, and the fact is that they go into details that we probably would overlook. Uh, Will Heaton used to meet me in different places. Will Heaton, that was one of my supervising agents. There is a certain bar in the Los Angeles area where people into black cultural things met, and Will Heaton used to meet me there. And he would go into very long and tiring conversations with some very articulate brothers about culture, African culture, and Afro-American culture.
Tell me about some of the cultural organizations that you infiltrated and what you did.
PASLA, Mafunde, Watts Writers Workshop, which they have.
The Watts Writers Workshop?
Yes. Watts Writers Workshop, which was one of the oldest established black writers workshop.
That place was burned down.
Yeah.
Mm.
The Bureau had it burnt down.
Ooh.
How do you know that?
The Whites Writers Association. It was like one of the black writers groups in Watts in LA. You know what I'm saying? And you see the interviewer, like, that got burned down. He said, I know the Bureau had it burned down, the FBI. You feel me? That shit crazy, bro. And he was involved with that. He said he just went down the whole list of the organized black organizations that he's infiltrated. And he looked just like one of us. He could be my uncle or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to that shit. Wow, bro.
I know because I participated. I did the arson.
You burned down the Watts Writers Workshop.
Yes.
Why did they want it to go?
At the time, funding had been cut to the workshop, had been cut out, but it looked like there was a possibility of a grant being given back to the workshop. And if there was no theater, there would be no grant.
How did you do it?
2 cans of kerosene, Purex bottle, gasoline, and a flare, highway flare.
Why didn't you use more sophisticated stuff?
Oh no. You're never overly sophisticated. It's too obvious. This way, you make it look like maybe somebody in the neighborhood that got kicked out of theater at one time got mad and came and burned the damn theater up. That kind of thing.
But you were involved in this theater. I mean, did get to you at all? What you were?
Hey man, that got to me a great deal. I love that theater. I built the stage.
You built the stage.
Oh yeah. When I got to the workshop, the stage that had been the original stage that had been built needed an extension on it. The original part of the stage was in terrible condition. They had no lighting system. I put the lighting system in myself. I put the stage in myself. And that was a stage, man. And that was a theater. It's a nice theater.
Who was the director of that workshop?
Harry Dolan.
Harry Dolan. Some very, very well-known artists
It's
supported that
nasty
workshop,
work, bro.
gave
Some
money
very-
to it.
Some
It's some
very
nasty
well-known
work.
artists came out of the Watts Writers Workshop. Glenn Tubman, Yaphet Kotto. Sidney Poitier used to come down there and give a class. Sammy Davis Jr. used to come down there all the time. Quincy Jones used to come there and give music classes. We had our own 8-track studio setup for sound. We had our own sound room there.
Was part of your other activities and responsibilities to study the profiles of celebrities who were supportive of organizations?
Definitely, and especially, like I said, psychological backgrounds, weaknesses and strengths. Did he have a weakness for blondes? Did he have a weakness for money? Did he snort cocaine? Did he smoke marijuana? They even get into, and that's one thing the Bureau loves is their sexual background. They have files and files on different blacks, not only celebrities, but a lot of others, sexual activity.
What would they do with this information?
Oh, that's used as a weakness.
So they would feed these weaknesses.
Yes.
Did you see that happen?
Oh, yes. Doc Holliday, who is one of the leaders of the BGF, Black Gorilla Family, which is a prison gang in the California state prison system. Upon his release from prison, a certain sister made herself known to him at a nightclub, whereupon he moved in with her, and she picked up names, telephone numbers, information, that kind of thing.
Ooh, shit. Bro, they talking about how they got the man, Doc from the Black Gorilla Family out of LA, bro. They sent the Fed sent the female at him. So out cold, bro. So out cold, bro. Like, this is nasty work.
That lasted for a good 3.5 months.
Was this an unusual thing, or did this happen often?
No, that happens all the time.
Did you yourself get involved in doing that?
Yes.
Give me an example.
There was a gentleman that was on trial in Los Angeles that belonged to the BLA that had been busted in a southern state for a bank robbery, but was brought with 2 other people to Los Angeles to stand trial for the machine gunning of a police officer in Los Angeles. I was supposed to worm my way into the affections of his sister, and whatever it took to get the information that I needed, as far as what kind of defense they planned to use, as to turn this information over to the federal prosecution.
Did you do it?
Uh, I got the information, and thank God I didn't have to go through with um, the actual thing of sexual activity.
What do you mean, thank God?
Uh, the sister was rather unappealing.
Hey, this man, wow, bro. Hey, this man, wow. He talking about the sister was rather unappealing, so he didn't even want to fuck to get the information, bro. Like this dude, wild as hell, man. But listen, we gonna definitely do a few more parts to this, bro, and definitely tap more into this individual, Dr. R. Perry, because he infiltrated a lot of black organizations, man, as you can see, and he is definitely sharing all of the information, man. And I think this dude is like still alive too, bro. I think I've seen him like on the news or something like that, some type of channel. But yeah, man, this COINTELPRO, man, this is like one of the main reasons our people is still disassembled to this day. This is one of the main reasons our people have not united. You feel what I'm saying? In order for us to raise the collective consciousness, to raise up our community, to protect our kids from, you know what I'm saying, this sick ass system. This is one of the reasons we got individuals like this that look like us but ain't us, that will infiltrate and destroy everything that we got going on, man. So we need to pay attention, be aware, use your discernment. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We're gonna definitely come back to a part 2, part 3, all the way into this whole COINTELPRO thing that they had running, man, with this dude, Dr. R. Perry, man, because he was definitely involved, man. But y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all jump in the comments, tell me what y'all think, man. It's UTL TV. I'm out.